Greetings to all history enthusiasts and mystery lovers. Welcome aboard our thrilling voyage through time. We're on the brink of an exciting milestone, just a whisper away from 500 subscribers. Today, we're charting a course for one of history's most captivating enigmas. The Mary Celeste, a ship found deserted mid-voyage, her crew vanished without a trace, leaving behind a sea of unanswered questions. As we unravel this maritime mystery, we invite you to join our community. Are you ready to set sail into this intriguing maritime mystery? Let's dive right into it. Our story begins in the year 1861, in the shipyards of Nova Scotia, Canada. Nestled among the bustle of shipwrights and the cacophony of hammering, a vessel was taking shape. This vessel, a merchant brigantine, was first christened as the Amazon. Its wooden bones were shaped by skilled hands, its sails sewn and rigged with expert precision. A product of Canadian craftsmanship, the Amazon was a sight to behold. After a few years of service, the Amazon changed hands, crossing borders from Canada to the United States. With this shift came a new identity. The ship was renamed as the Mary Celeste, under its new American registration. The reason behind the change in nomenclature remains a mystery, but the name Mary Celeste would soon become infamous, echoing through the annals of maritime history. Before that fateful year of 1872, the Mary Celeste led a rather uneventful existence. She carried cargo across the Atlantic, her journeys marked by the steady rhythm of trade and commerce. Her decks witnessed the comings and goings of countless sailors, each one oblivious to the ship's impending date with destiny. Despite the mundane nature of her early voyages, there was an air of resilience about the Mary Celeste. She weathered storms and navigated treacherous waters, always emerging unscathed. But as we shall see, it wasn't the fury of the sea or the wrath of nature that would etch the Mary Celeste into the pages of history. It was something far more inexplicable, far more eerie. Little did anyone know, this ordinary vessel was destined for an extraordinary fate. Fast forward to 1872, the Mary Celeste embarks on a voyage that would become a tale of timeless mystery. In the autumn of that year, the Mary Celeste, a Canadian-built, American-registered merchant brigantine, set sail from New York City, bound for the port of Genoa in Italy. She was a seasoned vessel, crafted in the shipyards of Nova Scotia some 11 years prior, and had seen many a voyage under her original name, the Amazon. Now, under American ownership, she bore the name Mary Celeste and was about to etch her place in history. Commanding the ship was an experienced seafarer, Captain Benjamin Briggs, a man of good reputation and known for his disciplined approach to seafaring. Accompanying him was a crew of 7, along with his wife and their 2-year-old daughter. As they bid farewell to the New York harbor, they were unaware of the eerie fate that awaited them. The ship was well provisioned, carrying ample supplies for the long journey ahead. In her cargo hold, she carried over 1,700 barrels of raw alcohol, destined for the wineries of Italy. Yet, despite the volatile nature of her cargo, the ship was in seaworthy condition, ready to face the challenges of the vast Atlantic. As the Mary Celeste journeyed across the open waters, the crew kept meticulous records. The ship's log, a crucial document recording everything from the ship's course and speed to the weather conditions, bore the mark of their disciplined approach. The last entry, dated 10 days after their departure, reported fair weather and gave no indication of any trouble. Yet, unbeknownst to them, this would be the last entry ever made in the log of the Mary Celeste. Hidden beneath the words of that mundane entry lay a chilling truth, a truth that would baffle the world for over a century and a half. 10 days later, an eerie sight awaited the crew of the Canadian brigantine Dei Gratia. December 4th, 1872, the Dei Gratia stumbles upon a chilling sight in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The Mary Celeste, an American merchant brigantine, was found mysteriously adrift. The Canadian brigantine Dei Gratia, under the command of Captain David Morehouse, made the eerie discovery. The Mary Celeste was in fine seaworthy condition, with all her sails billowing in the wind, but eerily there was no soul on board to guide her. As the crew from the Dei Gratia boarded the ghostly vessel, they found an unsettling scene. The ship's lifeboat was missing, as if it had been hastily launched. Yet the ship herself was in excellent condition, well provisioned with 6 months' worth of food and water. The ship's log, with its last entry dated 10 days prior, offered no clues. Adding to the mystery, the personal belongings of the crew and the captain were left undisturbed. The ship's cargo, a hefty load of industrial alcohol, was intact. It was as if the crew had simply vanished, leaving the ship to sail on her own. Yet, not a single soul from the Mary Celeste was ever seen or heard from again. The Mary Celeste, once bustling with the life of her crew, was now an empty shell drifting aimlessly. The circumstances of her discovery painted an eerie picture of a ship sailing without a crew, a ghost ship moving silently across the vast expanses of the Atlantic Ocean. Despite extensive searches, no trace of the crew was ever found. The Mary Celeste had become an enigma, a mystery that perplexed the world. The fate of her crew remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries to this day. The Mary Celeste had become a ghost ship. Her crew vanished into thin air. The Mary Celeste's enigma sparked a flurry of theories and speculations. The ship's eerie condition, intact and seaworthy, with the personal effects of the crew undisturbed, provoked a storm of conjecture and debate. It was as if the crew had vanished into thin air, leaving no trace of their fate. The salvage hearings that followed the discovery of the Mary Celeste brought forth a myriad of theories. Let's delve into some of the most intriguing ones. One theory that gained traction was that of mutiny. Some speculated that the crew had turned against the captain, perhaps driven by greed or desperation, and then fled the ship. But this theory struggled to hold water as the belongings of the crew and the cargo of alcohol remained untouched. The idea of piracy was also considered. The mid-19th century was a time when piracy was still a real threat on the high seas. However, again, the untouched cargo and personal belongings of the crew cast doubt on this theory. Why would pirates leave valuable cargo behind? Another theory put forth was that of insurance fraud. Could the ship have been deliberately abandoned as part of a scheme to claim insurance money? While this might sound plausible, it was discounted due to the lack of convincing evidence. Moreover, the ship's history didn't suggest any previous fraudulent activities. Despite the abundance of theories, none could provide a concrete explanation for the ship's abandonment. The lack of a distress signal, the missing lifeboat, the final entry in the ship's log dated 10 days prior to its discovery, all these factors added to the enduring mystery of the Mary Celeste. The ship's fate has been the subject of countless retellings in documentaries, novels, plays, and films, each attempting to explain the unexplainable. In the end, the truth about what happened to the crew of the Mary Celeste remains as elusive as ever. The theories and speculations continue to pile up, but convincing evidence to support any of them is yet to be found. The Mary Celeste, in all its chilling mystery, remains a spectral figure in maritime history. A ghost ship with no crew and an untold story. To this day, the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains an unsolved mystery. The Mary Celeste's tale continues to captivate and perplex us. This merchant brigantine, found abandoned in the Atlantic, her crew vanished without a trace, has become a symbol of maritime mystery. Her story, from her faithful journey from New York to Genoa in 1872 to her eerie discovery 10 days later, remains shrouded in enigma. Theories have been spun, from mutiny to piracy, even insurance fraud, yet none have provided a satisfying explanation. Despite her ominous past, the Mary Celeste continued to sail under new ownership until her deliberate wrecking in 1885, another chapter in her saga of intrigue. Yet, it's her unexplained desertion that has captured the imagination of countless storytellers, inspiring documentaries, novels, plays, and films. The Mary Celeste's legacy is a testament to our fascination with the unknown, a reminder that history is filled with unsolved mysteries, waiting to be unraveled. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more intriguing stories from history. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.